About them, did you think y'all had a chance against Tampa?
Nah, man, I was happy we got to the playoffs. I feel like we got there a year early, so just getting there, I think, was good enough for us this year.
Yeah, my homeboy is an Eagle fan, and he was at the beginning of the season. He was like, "Nah, son, we ain't gonna do nothing." I was like,
Subscribe.
"Bro," I said, "Just give it a chance." I said, "Because it's always think about it, bro. Every single year, it's always somebody who makes the playoffs that you don't think will make the playoffs, and it's always somebody that you had pegged in that don't make the playoffs every single year."
Yeah, the NFL is tricky, man, but I was the same way, though. I ain't gonna lie. I
Was
was
you?
saying the same thing. Yeah, at the beginning of the year, I was like, man, if we win 6 games, we have a good year. We got a brand new offense. We just got rid of our quarterback. We got the second year guy in. We kind of rebuilding. And so it's like, if Jalen Hurts can come out here and win 6 games, that'd be a good enough show and prove for him to keep his job.
I was just gonna ask, how do
Like,
you feel about him?
I like him.
Okay.
I like him. He ain't perfect. He got some things that he can do better. But this is his first year as a starting quarterback. And he don't really got the best squad. And
Nah,
so,
you don't. How did you feel about
yeah,
getting rid of Carson Wentz?
I loved it. I
Okay.
loved it, man. It was time for Carson Wentz to go, bro.
All right.
Like Carson was good. He was good up until he got hurt. When he got hurt in that game against the Rams,
Fair enough.
like
Fair enough.
from that point on, and from in his career, he's been different. Because
Okay.
the Carson Wentz before that injury, he would run the ball. He would get out the pocket. He could throw on the run. He did. If the pocket broke down, it didn't really matter because he can get outside the numbers. He can
Yeah,
make
his,
that
his
pass.
improvisational
But
skills was dope.
yeah, he
Yeah.
was MVP. He was MVP type quarterback, and then he took
No,
that
if
hit and
he
he got hurt.
not for nothing, if he wouldn't have got hurt, he would have won it.
Yeah, you see what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
would have won it
Like,
for sure.
and then he came back after that injury, and everything was like, I don't really want to take this hit, and
Right.
so and
Right.
so he wouldn't run no more. He stopped running the ball pretty much altogether. He stopped running the ball.
Right.
Number one, and then he was never the best passer from the pocket, and then he would hold the ball forever. And
True.
so,
All valid. No, them
so
valid points. Them
yeah,
valid points. I just want
and
to know
so
how
it
you
was
feel
just time.
because yeah, okay, because I get people who are Eagles fans that's on the fence. Like somebody like, nah, so I wish we would have kept him. But then others like, nah, fuck out of here. We needed to get rid
Yeah,
of him. Like he was
yeah, we did good.
okay.
We
All
did
right,
good with that.
bet.
Addition by subtraction, right there, man.
Okay, feel it, feel
We
it.
got.
All right, anyway, welcome back to Baseline to Goal Line. Um, I'm flying dolo kind of today. Um, I do got a special guest, a friend of the show. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
What's going on, everybody? My name Rick. I'm happy to be here, man. It's an honor to be invited on to come to this with you, Al.
Appreciate that, man. Alan Col Beezey, Colburn here, the host of Baseline to Goal Line, the illest sports podcast show. And before we get started, a couple things that I want to do. First of all, y'all know what this is. It's a vibe. So I need everybody with your glass at, Rick.
Oh, it's right here, man. I
Yeah,
got it.
man. Yeah. I got me some wine right here, some Shiraz. Same thing I was drinking last time, jam jar. What you got, bro?
I got some Tito's with some with some strawberry lemonade. Yeah, strawberry
Strawberry
lemonade.
lemonade. All right. Y'all know what it is. Comment down below. Let us know what it is that you're sipping on. And as always, hold on, wait, bro. We got a toast.
Oh, my bad, my
Yeah,
bad.
it's a toast, bro, to life, health, wealth, and last but not least, sports talk. Salute.
Salute.
Okay, now we can get the show popping. I do got a couple shout outs before we get into what we need to get into. I want to give us a couple shout outs, so I want to share a screen with you. Not you, not just you, Rick, but everybody too. I want to give a shout out to Tiffany Brown and D. Cole. And actually, in my last video, I made a list of my top 10 NBA players under the age of 25, right? But D actually went ahead and she made her list. I'll pull up my list here in a second. But D went ahead and made her list. She had LaMelo Ball 1, Miles Bridges 2, Jason Tatum 3, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander 4, Lonzo Ball 5, Luka 6, Trae Young 7, Josh 8, Jared Allen 9, and Darius Garland 10. I'm not going to blast her list. We're not here to do that. We're not going to blast her list. She can live. We're going to let her live. She can do what she want to do with her list. I do want to show, however, first of all, what do you think about the list, Rick?
I like the 10 players. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the order that she got them in.
But the 10
You
players.
know, the 10 players are solid. I can get, I can give her. I can let her live at 10.
Okay.
Josh should be number one though on
Okay.
everybody.
So I'm gonna show you my list. So my list was Ja 1, Jason Tatum 2, Luka 3, Trey 4, LaMelo Ball 5, DeAndre 8 and 6, Anthony Edwards 7, Shea 8, Bam 9, and Zion 10. And then I had an honorable mention. The reason why I got, first of all, let me give you my honorable mention, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about this. Brandon Ingram, Darius Garland, John Collins, De'Aaron Fox, and Lonzo Ball was my honorable mention. Now,
Okay.
let me preface my point by saying this before you rip my ass open, because I know you're about to give it to me a little bit. The reason why I had Zion 10 is because, well, of course, if Zion healthy, he would have been higher, a lot higher. Right? I think Zion would have been a lot higher if he's healthy. I think he's box office. I think and you got to think about it. Walking 25, he was averaging 25 and like 11 or something before he got hurt, shooting 60+% from the field. And I think, once again, I think he's box office. He gets a lot of his points without being a focal point of the offense. Like, if you think about it, Zion is not a focal point of the offense. He gets putbacks, pin downs, things like that. He wasn't the focal point. I think that was Brandon Ingram that was the focal point. But with his injuries is the reason why I had him 10.
Okay.
I would have had Luka 1. Well, I had Luka 1 last year. But with the emergence of Ja is the reason why Ja catapulted him to number 1. And Jason Tatum I put at number 2 due to the fact I think Luka came in out of shape this year. And he didn't. I don't think he gave a shit about the offseason at all. Because like I said, he came in out of shape. So he moved down to 3. And this was my list as of January 17th. This list can change next month for me. But this was my list as of Monday, January 17th. What you think about my list?
So first off, I actually think you did a good job. I think I would have switched Luka and Jason, but I can see your point as to why not.
Okay.
I got an unpopular opinion on Zion, though, man. And when I say it, most people don't agree with it, but I don't think Zion should be in nobody's top 10 based off of what he's given y'all so far in the league. Like, he's been in the league for like 3 seasons, and in those 3 seasons, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I'm willing to bet he done played less than 65 games.
85 total.
85, right. So you see what I'm saying? So that's a third of the time that he's been in the league that he's been available to play.
Okay.
So yeah, he give you the numbers when he on the floor, and yeah, he produce and do all of those things, but he not ever on the floor. And then it's not like he be hurt. You talk about somebody who don't give a damn about the off season. You said Luka came in out of shape.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
True. No, that's a valid point.
Zion came in looking like a defensive tackle, man.
No,
and he still haven't been able to play because he came in out of shape. It's all, you know what I'm saying? It's almost an all-star break. Yeah, he's fun to watch because he can jump out the gym and he's humongous and people his size don't really do what he do. But being 265 at the age of 19, it sound cool when you list it on a stat sheet or a profile for a player. You know, he's 6'8", 265. But you know, just like I know, if you 265 at 19, how big are you gonna be when you're 25?
True.
When you 27, when you
valid,
28,
bro. Valid.
Like, and those are like the prime. That's like the prime career part. So that's not like no old man. And his body gonna change and it's gonna do what it do. So if he's 260 now, he gonna be like 285, 290 when he get. Like,
so they saying that he 330 right now.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
and he only 6'6". They got him listed at 6'8". He only 6'6".
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't care how spectacular you are. Like, you can't play basketball like that.
Right.
Not at this level, not against these guys. Like, your body would never hold up at that size.
No, I get you.
So for that reason alone, I think there's a lot of other guys, you know, who would be in that class and like that second tier group. You got some of those honorable mention guys who would pass him up just off the strength that they can give you 3 years of stats.
What they always say in sports, the best ability is what?
Availability.
Yeah.
Availability.
I'm gonna drink to that, man, for sure. I'm gonna drink to that.
And so, that's my thing on Zion. And people always say, well, he box office. And yeah, that's true. When
If
he
he's there.
played,
Yeah.
when he
Yeah.
played,
Yeah.
like,
No, I get
and I
it.
think, and that's what I think took Ja Morant to where he is now is that not only is Ja Morant box office, but Ja Morant play every night. He helping his team get better. They winning the games, and he boosting his profile while making his team it's better for everybody.
I get
So
it.
it's
Nah.
not, it's not just that his numbers is better. He's
But
the
wait a minute.
difference maker right now,
And he box office too.
and he box office too.
He's super box office. He gonna put
So
asses in the seat just like Ja, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, exactly.
He
And
box
so
office too. Real quick before we get to first of all, before we get to what we need, why we came here to talk about these sorry ass Cowboys, and I know you're gonna have something good to say about it with that jersey on. Um, Dude, have you seen or have you tried or have you heard of? Did you see Taco Bell is selling wings now, bro?
oh my god, That- yeah, I saw it.
Okay,
I,
now first of all, I'm saying this now, and I'm gonna say this the last time for all you people out there that's hitting me up asking me if I tried these damn wings. Hell no, I haven't tried them,
hell no.
and I don't give a shit to try them. And here's the reason: there's certain restaurants that should stick to what the hell they know.
Let's just do your thing, man.
Taco Bell. Well, I'm gonna contradict myself right now because not for nothing, them nacho fries that Taco Bell got, fire.
But you see what they got on them. They nacho
Nacho
fries.
fries, right?
See, that's their thing. They do nachos.
You jumped outside your
They
bag,
don't do
Taco
chicken
Bell.
wings though.
Taco Bell, you jumped outside your bag with some damn
Yeah, too
taco
far,
wings. And I understand what you was doing. It
too
was a
far.
ploy. It was a marketing scheme because a lot of Taco Bells are in hoods. You got black people in hood. I get it.
Listen here. If you took your butt to, if you, I don't know the rules like that. I don't know if you want me to cuss on here, man.
Bro,
But if
listen,
you,
you can say it. You can say I say shit, hell, damn, and ass. Say it all.
if you took your ass to Taco Bell to get some chicken wings, you are a clout chaser.
Okay, appreciate
Because
that.
you did that so you can go on Instagram and say I had the
Post it, yeah.
wings. There's no way in hell you wanted them chicken wings at Taco Bell. You
Nah,
didn't want them.
nah,
You just got them because it was the way.
because it was a
So
hot thing to do at the time.
that's why you got them.
Yeah, it was a hot thing to do. All right, let's jump into these Cowboys. First of all, Cowboy fans, I need y'all to come over here with us. Come sit your ass down
Come
on
sit
this couch.
down right here.
Yeah, come
Got a
sit on this
spot for you,
couch
baby.
and talk to. Because I'm already seeing Cowboy fans are already talking about, oh, next year is going to be our year already. And y'all been saying the same shit since 1996.
Man.
You haven't won anything once again since 1996. And I read something. I read something, and it said that the Cowboys, since they last Super Bowl, since 1996, they got the same amount of playoff wins as the Jacksonville Jaguars. And remember, Jacksonville didn't come into it. Was a franchise team in 90. What was it?
Like 7 or 8 or something.
97
Like
and
that.
98.
Yeah.
So you got the same
Mark Brunell.
playoff wins as a franchise team that just came into inception in 1998. So come on, bring your ass down, sit down. We're gonna comfort you a little bit. No, we ain't. We're gonna
I'm
tear
not gonna comfort you. I'm not gonna comfort you.
and I'm
Don't look
not
for
too,
me.
because we're gonna tear your ass a new one. So listen to this. So couple things. You lose to the Niners, 23-17. At what point in time, let me ask you this real quick. At what point in time do we stop saying America's team?
Man, don't nobody say America's team but Dallas fans no more. I feel like as much as it pains me to say it, I think the Green Bay Packers is America's team. I think that's the team where you find the most fans around the country. I think Dallas got the loudest fans, and they probably
Steelers?
got
I'm
the
gonna say
most.
Steelers.
Nah.
Okay.
You can, like I said, they got Packer bars in Arizona, man.
They got Steelers bars there too, though. Not for
Yeah,
nothing.
but I feel you. I feel
Okay.
what you're saying. But I think that if you travel anywhere, we in Wisconsin, so
Right.
we in the heart of it all. But I feel like whenever I leave Wisconsin and I go anywhere, I always run into a Packer fan.
Let me ask you, with that being said, just before we get back to these whack ass Cowboys, do you think that is because you from Wisconsin and you kind of like look for it a little bit? Or is it just
I
because it's
mean,
out there?
I mean, you know how it go though. Like you attract things.
Right.
And so if I'm from Wisconsin and I'm telling people I'm from Wisconsin, I'm pretty sure the natural inclination is to talk to me about the Packers.
Right. That's true. That's
And
true.
so, I probably get a little bit of both,
Okay.
but at the same time, I feel like it's like I mean, I ain't gonna say I run into groups of them, but I always seem to find somebody who's like, oh man, I've been a Packers fan.
No, I
Just
get
a
it.
bar here or there.
I get you. No, I get you. I get you for sure. So back to America's team. So 23-17, they ended up losing, right?
Right.
And um, the crazy part, so the backstory. So for me, I always knew, and I don't like doing this because it seems like I'm quoting Stephen A. Smith, and I'm not a Stephen A. Smith quoter at all. But it always seems like when somebody expects something, and when I mean by somebody, I mean the Cowboy Nation. Excuse
Right.
me. When they expect something out of that team, they always fall flat on their face. Always. Right? They came into the postseason with the most takeaways in the league.
Mm-hmm.
They came into the postseason with a top 3 defense. I believe Michael Parsons is going to be a stud, bro. As much as I hate the Cowboys,
He's a monster.
he is a stud. But think about it. I was saying this a lot. You had a lot of quarterbacks who were pressing to receivers, and if you hit Diggs with a double move because he's so aggressive, he bites on every single double move.
Yeah, he's just trying to stick to his man. But I love Diggs though.
I love him too. He's a ball hawk. But the only thing you got to do is get him with one double move, and he's going to bite on that double move because he is that aggressive. So I said that going into the game. I said that if the Cowboys were able to, if the 49ers were able to impose their physicality, it was going to be a problem. And then let's get to Dak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Dak Prescott, first of all, he's the highest paid quarterback in the league this year, $75 million. There's only 2 other players in the quarterbacks in the league that are paid $40 million or above, which is Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. What's up with Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen right now? They're still playing, right?
They're playing. Hey, shout out to Dak on being the highest quarterback in the league, though.
No, word up.
His agent did his job.
No, for sure. Nah, for sure. I'm not going to even take anything away from him for that. But you 23 of 43, 254 yards passing, 1 touchdown. I think he had an interception too. But here's the caveat. Even with all of that, QBR of 27.1. And what bothered me about the post-game remarks and all of that is because Dak never took ownership for his problems within his game. So I want to just get back to this really quick. I'm going to share this real quick with you. And I want you to see what he said right here. Dak said the fans felt some type of way. First of all, I want to show you what the fans ended up doing. So let me click on this real quick. Let me pause this, or not pause it, but so this was a fans throwing. This was them throwing objects at the refs. This was the fans throwing objects at the refs because Dak couldn't get down in time to spike the ball, right?
Be classy, Dallas. Uh-huh.
Very classy, right? So Dak went on to say the fans felt some type of way, I guess. That's why the refs took off and got out of there so fast. I think everybody is upset with the way things played out. Cool. He said that they had a right to do that. He went on to say that they had a right to throw the stuff at the fans. Now, he did go on to apologize. And he apologized because not did the NFL refs come out and referee association came out. The NBA referee association came out and said Dak should be held accountable for what he said. And so after that came out, this is what he said. I deeply regret the comments that I made regarding the officials after the game on Sunday. I was caught up in the emotion of a disappointing loss, and awards were uncalled for and unfair. I hold the NFL officials to the highest regard and always have respect for them and their professionalism due to their difficult job. The safety of everyone who attends a game or the participants on the field of a sporting event is a very serious matter. This mistake is on my behalf, and I'm sorry. Okay, cool. React.
Hold on. That apology, first of all, was trash. He didn't write that. That was somebody's publicist or business affairs office or somebody. He didn't write that.
Okay,
But go ahead.
no, fair enough, and I'm not disagreeing with that at all. Fair enough, and I'm a fan of that, and I think everybody's entitled to at least. I'm not a fan of him on the football field. Well, I'm not a fan of him playing football for the Cowboys, but I think he's a good person, like a naturally good person. So, and I think everybody's entitled to a second chance, right? Mm-hmm. However, my question is always this: if people never would have brought up this, meaning the NBA officials, one, would you have apologized? And then two, to piggyback off of what you said, how sincere was this shit? To that you say
it wasn't at all.
Okay,
he wouldn't have apologized. I think he meant what he said the first game. I think he feel like the referees cost him the game.
Okay,
and so he had his feelings. He was the one on the field, so he can think whatever he want to think. But we all saw the tape. We all saw the film. If the ones of us who didn't know the rules had been educated on the rules, and clearly you didn't get the playoff, right? So the referees didn't cost you the game. You lost the game. It was an awful play call to begin with. Number one, why would you run a quarterback sneak with 14 seconds left, no timeout? Number one, like what was that, right? So that was the first part. The second part is as you said, you had a QBR for the game 27. So before the referee got in your way and knocked you down, it was not like you was out there leading the charge.
Where's the accountability on your end?
Yeah, you didn't play well, and Dallas fans, like this is something I like to do. I got a buddy who a Dallas fan. Okay. This is what I like to do whenever I'm trying to piss him off when he talking that next year shit to me, right?
Yeah.
I just think like, bro, think about all the stuff that's happened in the world since 1996, right? Think about that.
Yeah.
Like Kobe Bryant was a rookie in the NBA.
Iverson, yeah.
Mike Iverson, you know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan was winning his 6th ring. He was still playing. He was still fadeaway Mike in 96.
Yeah.
We had VCRs. We was like, there was still no internet. There was no, like, think about all that's done transpired since 1996 in the world.
Right.
All the different quarterbacks, all the different players, the super teams that y'all done built. There's only one
Jordans were 115 in 1990.
Think about it. Yeah, like, so whenever you want to talk to a Dallas fan and they tell you they got 5 Super Bowls, just think like, bro, how old were you in 1996?
Yeah.
Because me personally, I was in the 5th grade, 6th grade.
I was 16.
You see what I'm saying? Like, right. a lot didn't change.
It's 1996. Yeah.
You can't claim those Super Bowls that they haven't happened in this millennium, man. Like, you can't. I don't want to hear about
it. And how long are y'all going to keep saying next year?
Next year it's been a long way. Y'all only won 3 playoff games since 1996. 3 playoff games.
I put it in perspective, man. The same amount of playoff wins as the Jacksonville Jaguars came in the league after y'all won your last Super Bowl.
Man, y'all got less playoff wins since 1995 than Lamar Jackson. And he came in the league in like 2014.
Wow, good way to put perspective.
You see what I'm saying? Like this. I mean, and think about y'all had Tony Romo, y'all had Dak, y'all had TL come through there. Y'all had Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones done built a new stadium. He done everything. Like everything. I think for me, there's 2 problems in Dallas. And before I say yes, I am an Eagles fan. But when it comes to football, I'm more realistic than I am like super fan.
No, got you.
On paper, Dallas is the best team in our division by a mile. And they probably, talent-wise, if you go top to bottom roster-wise, they might be the best team in the NFL. And they've probably been the best team in the NFL for like the last 2 seasons, 3 seasons. The problems that they have is that they have a quarterback that can't win those games, man. Like, in the regular season, it looked good. You come to town, we play the one time, you do your thing, you go on like that. Every game is important, but the regular season is different. When the playoffs come and now it's 3rd and 4 and we need you to make that pass, we need you to make that read, that check down, Dak Prescott is not that guy. He's not that guy.
So let me ask you
And you
this.
can't blame it.
Okay, real quick before, and I'm gonna let you go because I like where you're
Yeah.
going with this. I like where you're going. But what I'm gonna ask you though is this: given the fact that Dak's record is sub 500 when his running game isn't intact, and Zeke was that day 12 rushes for 31 yards. Tony Pollard only had 4 rushes for 14 yards and only 6 touches altogether. So,
Right.
of course, you don't win a game on one side of the ball. It takes both sides of the ball, but 14 penalties. The
Yeah,
most
that's a
penalized
lot.
team in the league, too.
And a lot of those was offensive penalties, though.
Yeah?
You know, it was
Okay.
a lot of offensive penalties.
Yeah.
And you're right. And what you're saying is correct, right? I agree with everything you're saying. It's not just one person. Zeke and Pollard definitely should have touched the ball more and all of that. But like you stated earlier, like as you stated earlier, though, you know, when you're the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, come playoff time, I need you to go win me a football game. I pay you
Okay.
to win me football. You know, I pay you to win the game. No,
Okay.
I'm not saying that strategically for that team that might not be the best way to play.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I'm paying you $40 million to go play football for 17 games, that playoff game where it's win or go home, even if we lose, I expect you to go crazy because I'm paying you for that.
Okay.
You understand? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I got you.
And
Got you.
and there's no more excuses for that. Like we done changed the coach, we done changed the offensive coordinator.
But is
We
that the
got
coach
you.
for him? Is that the coach for them?
No, I mean, but who is Jason Garrett? Wasn't the coach for him.
Right.
His style was too predictable. Right.
Okay.
That's what everybody said. It was too
Right.
predictable. You knew what he was going to do. So we're gonna go get Mark McCarthy. He won a Super Bowl in Green Bay. He this guru coach. He gonna fix everything, and we kumbaya. Now we finally got a coach. Our problem
So,
solved. And it came out the same way.
so with that being said, because Ryan Clark said a couple years ago when Mike McCarthy was still the coach of the Green Bay Packers that he knew certain when Aaron Rodgers was going out there to line up behind center and he saw a formation, he knew what was coming before the play was even snapped. And he said a
Right.
lot of people around the league knew that. So
Mm-hmm.
for what you saying, Jason Garrett being predictable, someone else could say the same thing about Mike McCarthy. To that you
So
say,
let me say. So let me say this. So I think so for me, like I was saying, I think there's two problems with that. I think number one is Dak Prescott, and we'll get to why, in a minute. But the second problem to me is Jerry Jones, because in sports, not even just in the NFL, but in sports in general, right? It's three people who really run what you got happening. You got the head coach, who coaches the talent that you have.
right?
You have the general manager who acquires the talent and puts together the team that the coach coaches. And then you have the owner who kind of oversees the two and probably break any disagreements or any ties amongst the group, right? And so in Dallas, Jerry Jones is the owner and the general manager.
Right.
And so now as a coach, what the hell can you say? Once you take the job, what do you say?
You can't say
What do
shit.
you say? Like Jerry Jones, I hate Dak Prescott. I want to trade him. And then if Jerry Jones is like, hell no, we're not doing that. What do you say?
You can't say shit.
Like, yeah, who do you complain to? What do you change? And
And
so
the funny thing is I think he's the most powerful man in the NFL,
yeah, and that's the
even over
problem
Roger
for his
Goodell.
team.
Right. Even over Roger
Yeah, I
Goodell.
mean
Right.
probably, and
Yeah.
that's the problem for his team because like the stuff that people's talents, it's not like who cares, right? Because if Jerry Jones go downstairs to Mike McCarthy and be like, look, goddamn it, I want Zeke to throw the ball 30 times. There's nobody to like check that.
Right.
Where like if like the GM in Green Bay went to Matt LaFleur and said, hey, forget Matt Jones or whatever, we want Aaron to throw this bitch 50 times. And if Matt LaFleur said, no, nah, he's not throwing it 50 times, they could then go to Ted Thompson or whoever, and
Right.
he could decide if he's going to throw it 50 times or not.
Stop right there. They're not even going that high. Aaron Rodgers is nixing that in the bud.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And Dak
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
got it like that.
Right. No,
Dak
I
ain't
got you. I
it
get what
like
you're
that.
saying.
And so if the coach, when he come telling you as a coach, what you gonna say? What
Yeah.
the hell? No, I'm not doing that.
Right.
No, you're not gonna say that.
Right.
And so as a player, I'm not. This ain't high school. This ain't college. I'm an adult. I'm a millionaire, just like you. I'm probably making more money than you. You
Right.
can't tell me shit. If I got a problem, I'm going to talk to Jerry.
That's true.
You
That's
see what
true.
I'm saying? If I'm
I
Dak
got
or
you.
Zeke and I got a problem, I'm not talking to Mike McCarthy for what?
Right.
Because Mike McCarthy can't. Whatever he
Can't
say
do
don't
nothing.
really mean nothing. Yeah, he
Because
can't do nothing.
Jerry's a trump card. Yeah.
Right. And
I
so I'm
got you.
just going to talk. I'm just going to talk to Jerry off the rip. And so as a coach, every coach in Dallas is a lame duck coach.
Right.
because they all got to answer to the same guy.
Right.
And this dude got radio shows. He do interviews after every game. He the most powerful dude in the league.
And he's the most.
So
Yeah. And with that, he's the most involved owner of any type of sports I've ever seen in my life.
right.
Yeah.
And as a result, his teams don't win.
True.
You understand what I'm saying?
Good point, man.
It's not like he played. It ain't like he was a player. He could be like, this is what we do, man. Look,
talk your shit. That's valid. All valid point.
You a billionaire dude who sit in the box who be like, this dude costing me a lot of money. I can replace him. And you have no idea what is happening on the field, man.
Nah,
like,
sure.
I don't care how long you've been the owner. You never played football.
Nah.
Like, and so I think that's the problem in Dallas, number one.
Well, he played at Arkansas. But whatever. I get what you're saying, though.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And then I think with Dak, it's kind of like you the quarterback on this team, right? I think if Dak played anywhere else except for Dallas, I wanted like if he was in Kansas City or Cincinnati or somewhere small market like that, I don't think people would talk bad about Dak the way that they do.
Of course.
He's a quarterback of America's team.
Right.
And his team is situated in Jerry's defense now to give Jerry some props here. The team is situated to win, right? You got a Hall of Fame caliber running back in Zeke. Sure. You got Pollard, who is a young running back that's coming up. You got the absolute best offensive line in the NFL.
Yep.
You got DeMarcus Lawrence. You got Vander Esch. You got Michael Parsons up front.
Oh, wait a minute. You got CeeDee Lamb. You got Amari Cooper. You got okay. Keep going. Okay, go ahead.
You see what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Like you got the pass rush. You got Trayvon Diggs and them in the back. You got the best receiving group in the league. But you how the hell do you keep losing?
Yeah,
and so you can't who else do we want to talk about? Like at first it was Jason Garrett, now it's Mike McCarthy. Then it's the referees. Then it's it's been everybody else, man. The only person that's left to blame is that. And
he is the common denominator.
He's the common denominator every time.
Yeah.
And there are certain guys, man, and it's just certain guys. And I think I said this to you before, who I just feel like, man, in life, these guys have always been the best wherever they was from, right? So I'm pretty sure Dak in high school was a monster on the football field. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know how many state championships he won, but I bet you statistically, Dak was off the chain in high school. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he probably won some games, lost some games, but he was a monster. He got to college. He went to Mississippi State.
Right.
Mississippi State is in the SEC, but they not really slated to win the SEC ever.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That you go there, you play games, you play well, you go to the NFL if you can, you competitive, whatever, but you're not really expected to win.
Yeah.
You just expected to compete. And so you go through that, you put up the numbers and you do the same old. And now you get to the NFL and they telling you we need a Super Bowl today. This year we need a bowl.
Yeah. And even to your underdog point, him coming in, what was he, a 4th round pick?
Right.
4th round pick, wasn't even slated to start. Remember, Romo got hurt.
Right.
So he wasn't.
He just kind of blazed this trail.
Right.
And so I just say there's forget what the play call was. Right. I don't even really care what Mike McCarthy done called. Right. If you had a quarterback who was used to being in situations like that and knew what the hell to do and was used to winning, I'll give you an example. If you took not even no superstar Hall of Fame quarterback, right? But if you took Deshaun Watson or Trevor Lawrence and you put them in that 2-minute drill for Dallas, there's no way they running the scramble in 14 seconds. I don't care what Mike McCarthy called on the sideline.
Yeah.
There's no way that they doing that because they're conditioned to play. They went to Clemson. They won them championship games. There's no way that you get Trevor Lawrence.
That's a valid point.
I'm throwing the ball out of bounds, coach. I'm not doing that shit. It's going to be 3rd down, and we going to call something else.
And what has been happening the whole year with Mike McCarthy? His time management skills have ass.
Man, you get you a quarterback who used to win it, and that play don't happen. That's how I feel.
No, that's a valid point. That's a valid point.
Because they're going to look at the coach. You tell Tom Brady to run a quarterback sneak with 14 seconds left in no time.
Tom Brady going to
see. You don't see if you do it.
You're going to watch that time.
What?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's a play that a quarterback who don't know no better makes out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Because ain't nobody who been in them situations, ain't nobody doing that. Like that's like the Chris Webber timeout, bro. When he caught like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. No. Yes, a good correlation. That's a good
yeah,
correlation.
ain't nobody doing that on purpose, man. That's not strategy. And then you gonna go blame what the referee got in the way. Nah, bro, you got it your own way. As soon as you cross the line of scrimmage,
You got to
yeah,
eat
you
this
gotta
charge.
take that
You
one.
have to eat this
Like,
charge. Ain't
bro,
nobody is listen. Mike McCarthy, Dak Prescott, ownership. This is on you.
this is y'all.
Dallas fans, please stop coming to me, inboxing me, sending me comments, talking about next year. I don't want to hear this shit. I'm so sick of hearing next
It's
year.
over, man. Yeah,
I'm
I gotta
tired of
go
hearing
on
next
with
year.
that now, man.
Y'all stuck
Next
with
year,
Zeke.
nah.
Y'all stuck with
Yeah.
Zeke. Zeke has an $18 million cap hit. You can't get rid of him. Amari is he's great when he's healthy, but he's like paper mache. You got an owner
He's
who's
never healthy.
getting away. You got a coach that doesn't understand time management skills. What the hell are you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Hey, man.
Stay on this
You got the
contract.
highest paid. And you got the highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
Come on, get this therapy, man. Come on and sit on this couch and get this therapy.
Because it's tough, man. Like it's really tough for Dallas because not only have you paid these dudes a whole bunch of money because y'all was in win now mode and y'all was expecting these dudes to get y'all championships, and I believe that was the right train of thought because talent wise, those dudes had it, especially
No doubt.
years ago.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? But now these dudes, they it's like a team full of Russell Westbrook contractually. Like you got a whole bunch of John Walls and shit. You know, you got a whole bunch of John Walls over here. And we can't train nobody.
No,
and so we got these dudes who just getting older. Like
that's
basically what's gonna happen is these dudes is gonna age out of their contracts and y'all gonna have to rebuild. But when it comes to
or they can reconstruction.
Yeah. But when it comes to Dak, like it's tough for him because I don't see it changing. Like I just don't. Like that's the same reason I don't think the Rams are gonna win this year. I think the Rams got the best team that's left, but I think they're gonna not win for the same reason because Matt Stafford ain't been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And this his first playoff win was last week.
Right.
Let's stay here real quick.
Okay.
So I just because I want before we get out of here, and I appreciate this, man. Listen. You held it down, so I really appreciate this. But before we get out of here, your picks this weekend. So we have the Bengals going up against the Titans.
I really like the Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
Okay. We have the Kansas City Chiefs and Buffalo. No, I switched that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm about to say, man, that's gonna
wait. I switched that. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see real quick. Let me pull it up. I think I may have that switched. Bear with me for a second. Let me share the screen with you real quick. No, I was right.
Oh man, they play. Oh, that's a game, right?
Okay, so listen. So Cincinnati and the Titans. You said you had Cincinnati. Right?
That's Cincinnati. Yep, I got Cincinnati.
49ers in Green Bay.
I'm taking the Packers.
I'm so happy, bro.
Nah, man, I'm taking the Packers.
I'm taking it that you got Buffalo. I mean, Buccaneers.
See, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. See, because like I said, that's one of them games where I'm torn because I don't trust Matt Stafford. So I think that's the biggest knock I got on the Rams. I don't really trust Matt Stafford in these types of games.
Okay.
And Tom Brady never lose them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what's hanging me up is that it's Tom Brady on the other sideline.
Okay.
But the Rams, man.
You just don't know about them. I got you.
Sheesh, that defense is amazing, dog.
Defense is amazing, but once again, it's Stafford. You just don't know what you're gonna get out of Stafford. Which Stafford are you?
And then the Buccaneers receivers is all hurt.
So, but here's the thing, Ricky, real quick. Are you gonna get the Stafford? Are you gonna get the Stafford from Monday night that threw 3 picks to Tennessee? Or are you gonna get
very possible?
Are you gonna get the Stafford from last week who lit up Arizona?
I think that's the pick'em game. I think that's a coin flip. But I'm gonna take Tampa Bay just because you don't bet against Tom.
Okay. What about Buffalo and the Chiefs?
I'm having the same problem, man, because it's tough to go against Patrick Mahomes. But I think the Bills got the better team.
I got you.
I'm gonna go with where's that? Where that game at?
Kansas City.
Uh, I'm taking the Chiefs. I don't want to. I think Buffalo gonna win that one. But I'm
Okay.
gonna take the Chiefs.
All right. Hey, listen, man. I really appreciate you, bro. We're gonna have to do this again.
I had fun, man.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to do this again. I appreciate you. Mark will be back at some point. Just giving everybody a heads up out there. Mark will be back at some point. Just got some personal stuff going on. I appreciate you, Ricky, for coming in. You held it down for this to be your first time on camera. I really appreciate it. You held it down, bro. Remember, just keep commenting down below. Comment your stats or your topics that you want to discuss. Comment anything as far as what you're sipping on. Please comment down below. Let us know what it is that you're sipping on. And keep being prepared because there's content coming on a consistent basis. Within the next couple of videos, I will have Corey Lucius, Michigan State player, on. It's going to be his first time actually on camera discussing what happened, giving his side of the story to the Michigan State dismissal, and discussing his upcoming, his pro basketball career and his skills academy that he has going on also. I want to give a shout out to Devin Booker from Line to Line podcast. Thanks for all the encouraging words, bro. I'm looking forward to linking with you soon. And yeah, that's about it. I do want to do one more toast. We do a toast at the end as well.
Get my glass.
Yeah, once again, to life, health, wealth, and last but not least, sports talk. Salute.
Luke.
I am Alan Col Beezey Colburn, the host of Baseline to Goal Line, the illest sports podcast in the land. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.